Rocky Mountain Construction, better known as RMC, has completely changed the amusement industry in about a decade. RMC went from a small construction company in Idaho to a trendsetter in the amusement industry, and has left storied manufacturers like Intamin and B&M playing catch-up. RMC used a few tactics to help drive up sales, including new coaster designs, lower costs, visually pleasing attractions, and even using success from other roller coasters to help incentivize the purchase of new ones. There's been so much that has got into RMC's success that it is a little too much to cover in one video. So to rectify that, I'll be working with Cooper from Hangtime Thrills to do a 2-part collaboration for this topic. This video will be part 1 and part 2 will be on his channel, so don't forget to check that out after watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to Hangtime Thrills yet, I highly recommend that you do, as he also makes some good coaster content that's pretty similar to what I do, so make sure to check him out. Also, make sure to do me a favor by hitting that like button, as that is the easiest way to help out our channels, and subscribe for more great roller coaster content coming soon. With that being said, let's jump right in. Rocky Mountain Construction was established in 2001 by Fred Grubb and Sue-Ann Dedman. Grubb had previously had construction experience working on zoo exhibits and custom homes. The new company would work on construction projects like roller coasters, water parks, steel buildings, mini golf courses, and go-kart tracks. RMC worked mainly as a subcontractor for other manufacturers to help construct their designs. This worked for the company for a while, but the company would change course later on in the decade.
An engineer and roller coaster designer named Alan Schilke began working as a consultant for the company in 2009. Schilke had worked for the famed Aerodynamics up until their bankruptcy in 2002, and they would later have their assets acquired by S&S. Schilke was well known for his work on X, now known as X2, Edgenica, Tennessee Tornado, Steel Hog, among others, before joining forces with RMC. Alan Schilke and Fred Grubb worked on a design that the world really hadn't ever seen before. This design would be a new type of steel track that could actually be placed on top of a wooden structure. This revolutionary track technology would be called iBox track. This new technology was intended to be placed on old, rough, and boring wooden roller coasters to make for a completely new layout with all kinds of modern elements. This track was also built to bend and move in ways never thought possible before. Last but not least, it was also intended to take the word airtime to a whole nother level.
RMC didn't have to wait very long to get their first chance to use this technology. Six Flags had given RMC the green light to head down to Six Flags Over Texas to give Texas Giant a makeover. Texas Giant was the world's tallest wooden roller coaster when it opened in 1990, standing at a staggering 153 feet tall. Built by the Din Corporation, Texas Giant was even ranked as the world's best wooden roller coaster by the Golden Ticket Awards in 1998 and 1999. However, this coaster would experience a decline in popularity over the years, mainly due to its increasing roughness. This ultimately led to the coaster's demise in 2009. The park announced a $10 million renovation from RMC that would take the span of 18 months. Shortly after the ride's closure, RMC started to remove all of the track and parts of the wooden structure. In 2010, the park and RMC revealed the new steel iBox track that would be used for the refurbishment. The steel track was designed to be a replacement for any existing wooden track, with the rail shape, approximate weight, and dimensions remaining the same. Alan Schilke designed the modifications to the layout, giving specifications to Fred Grubb for the manufacturing at RMC's Idaho plant. Their two-dimension plates of steel were machine welded to form three-dimensional track parts.
All of the track would end up being reprofiled. The lift hill was raised by 10 feet. The angle of descent on the first drop was steepened to a whopping 79 degrees, and several overbank turns were added throughout the layout, ranging from 90 to 115 degrees. After many months of hard work, The new Texas Giant finally made its debut to the world on April 22, 2011. On this day, our perception of roller coasters would be forever changed. New Texas Giant opened to great feedback. The coaster would be praised for its glossy smooth ride experience and fantastic airtime throughout its long layout. Despite all of that, the thing that seemed to shock people the most of this world-class roller coaster was that it came out of an old, outdated, boring, and rough wooden roller coaster. It would go on to win the honor of the best new ride in 2011 from the Golden Ticket Awards. New Texas Giant would rank as the 6th best roller coaster in the world the year of its opening. Six Flags knew that their experiment was definitely a success, and this incredible project only cost $10 million. Six Flags had a new go-to manufacturer for the next decade and beyond, and Six Flags wasted no time in giving RMC another project. This one would be for another park in Texas, Six Flags Fiesta Texas.
RMC would be called in again to do the same treatment to Rattler. Rattler was also a part of the wooden coaster wars of the 90s when it opened in 1992. It was the fastest and tallest wooden roller coaster in the world as well. The Rattler project was a little more interesting than the Texas Giant project. For one, Rattler utilized the terrain, including the quarry wall at the park, but it would also feature the first ever inversion on a hybrid coaster, as it would feature a 0G roll. This roller coaster would also rank extremely high in the Golden Ticket Awards, ranking as the 11th best steel roller coaster in the world in its rookie year. Many will say that this coaster was even better than its predecessor and kicked off a new militia of Six Flags hybrids from RMC. While this buzz was happening with the iBox track, RMC was working on another type of technology. RMC introduced the topper track in 2010 on Tremors at Silverwood. RMC's topper track is a type of wooden roller coaster track that could be utilized for wooden coaster retrackings or to build ground up wooden roller coasters. This track is very unique as it is designed to reduce maintenance for a wooden coaster and provide an all-around smoother ride experience.
The reason this technology is called topper track is because they use steel instead of the wood on the uppermost layers of the track to prevent the wear and tear that traditional roller coasters have. This would also allow for more creative elements that would be tougher to execute on traditional wooden roller coasters. In August of 2012, Silver Dollar City announced Outlaw Run, which would be the RMC's first ground-up project, along with the first full-on topper track coaster. Outlaw Run would have some wild stats. With only a height of 107 feet, but due to its heavy terrain usage, it features a drop of over 160 feet and a top speed of 68 miles an hour. This coaster also has 3 inversions, which would not have worked on a traditional wooden coaster track. When Outlaw Run did debut in 2013, it held the record for the world's first wooden roller coaster to go upside down 3 times, and it still has that title to this day, albeit tied. Outlaw Run did get a ton of positive reception from the public and has ranked in the Golden Ticket Awards top 10 wooden roller coasters ever since it was constructed, almost a decade after it opened.
RMC stormed the industry from the start of its manufacturing career. They were quick to provide 2 relatively cheap models that were completely different from anything else on the market. In part 2, you'll see how parks are lined up by the dozens to buy one of these magnificent creations. You will also learn about another concept RMC has created that has quickly become one of the most popular models in the industry. These days, RMC has become the gold standard for roller coaster innovation that other manufacturers have been trying to match. I'd like to thank Hangtime Thrills for helping out this video, and make sure to go check out part 2 on his channel. That will be linked in the description and in the iCard above. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more roller coaster content coming soon. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.